today's video, we're going to talk about the Arizona real estate market, specifically Phoenix Metro, and home sales being down 10%. We're seeing a lot of changes, some pretty rapidly. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rich Brecklin, your Arizona real estate agent. Now, if you're new here, thank you for watching. I know there's a ton of content for you to choose to watch, so I really do appreciate it. And if you find this video or any of my videos helpful, please let me know, comment, like, subscribe, you know, all that stuff. And if you're thinking about making a move to Arizona, or if you're already here and you need some help, again, I would love to help you. My contact information is below, but enough of that. Let's get to this video. So like I said, home sales, we went from a crazy last, 2.5 years where you stick a sign in the yard, it's sold. I mean, home sales setting records off the charts, not necessarily great for some people. Now, some people took a huge advantage and they cashed in. But compared to last month, home sales have dropped 10%. And actually a lot of things have dropped. Pendings, under contracts. One thing is the amount of homes available has actually risen. However, for the month of October, the amount of new homes to hit the market for the month was the lowest we've seen in almost 20 years. So we jumped up and then it kind of plateaued a little bit. Now, right now we have around 17,000 single family homes for sale. Now, to put some context with that, it may sound like a lot, but that is still a little bit below of really where we should be normally, but it's way ahead from where we were. So at one point, I think we got down to like 2,500 single family homes for sale. With that, with the low rates, it just created, that's what created that buyer frenzy, the true supply and demand. And like I said, pendings are down. So they're down, from where they were last month, last quarter, and they're half of what they were a year ago. But again, different times, different rates, just different economy, really. And continuing on this negative train, for my home sellers out there right now, and this is a number that is falling, 63% of the homes that are listed actually sell. So I'm gonna look at it with optimism. So there's a 63% success rate. I'm not going to look at the 37% failure rate. Make sure that math is right there, but yeah, so that's a huge jump considering we were at around a 90% success rate, a year or two ago. That's huge. So we're seeing a lot more homes come off the market. Just November 1st, we had over 300 homes come off the market that did not sell. Again, to put that in some context, during that crazy high times, we were seeing maybe, 5, 10 homes come off the market each week. So now I'm seeing, 30 every day coming off the market. November 1st just happened to be, the first of the month. There's always a lot of properties. January 1st, there'll probably be close to 1,000. It's just the way that it is in real estate. So this week I received a phone call from a seller and they had their home listed for, 6 months or so. And they reached out because their home did not sell and they were curious, why didn't my home sell? What can I do? So I started looking at the listing. I started looking at, what causes a home to sell. And it's 3 things. It's the right price, the right presentation, and the right promotion. Each one just important as the other. And when I looked, well, the way they first listed their home, it was almost like it was listed anticipating how the market was in the past, where really you could just stick a sign in the yard and it would sell. It almost didn't matter what the home looked like, what the photos were. And that's why we saw so many agents having success that really, sadly did not have the skills. And that's why we've also seen so many get completely out of the business because it has changed. It's become more of a skills-based business side, which to me is good for the industry. It's good for the consumer as well. And the way the home was priced, for a while we were seeing, appreciation. I think it was like $750 per day, just appreciation. And what we're seeing with home prices, the average was right around $600,000 at one point. So we're seeing sellers and listing agents price the home looking at those lagging indicators of how the market was, and then they end up chasing that ball down the hill. The listing is no longer fresh and it just becomes stale. And then people see it collecting days on the market. It's overlooked, especially when you have a lot more options to choose from. So when I spoke to the seller and explained to them, here's what we're looking at and here's what needs to happen. Now, I will work with anyone. I do not care of the price point. However, you also have to be realistic, and you have to understand these are the numbers. I put a lot of money into my marketing, into my clients, and I'm not in the business of losing money. And if we don't have any evidence based on the market and where we're at, within some reason, but we're not going to price a home at $900,000 when the market is clearly showing it is worth 7.25. Right now in this market, people are not going to pay that. You have to price the home where the market dictates. And also you have to have the right presentation and the right promotion. You need great listing photos. You need to get in front of the buyers. I don't care how many views it gets on Zillow, how many of your friends liked it. What matters is how many people are coming through your door seeing the home. How many showings are we getting? And I know right away where we're at with that listing based on the first 10 days of showing. But right now it is taking home sellers, it's taking them longer to sell. Right now we're almost 4 months of inventory, coming from a time when we had less than a month of inventory. That's a huge change for people, but really it is just normal. Who knows how high rates will go? My suspicion is they're going to go above 8% at some point. Now, I hope I'm wrong. I really hope they go the opposite direction, but just the trend that is happening and what the Fed is doing, and they just raised 75 basis points. I see that rate trending upward, which is going to cause more buyer pullback. However, we're also seeing sellers pullback. We're seeing people who own homes that live in them that don't want to trade in that 2.5%, or maybe the home is paid off, trading in that low rate, moving up, getting an 8 or 7% rate and a more expensive home. And that is helping keep some of these inventory levels in check. And that's part of the reason I think why we saw October have not as many new listings as we're used to. From last month, the average sales price is actually up 3%, and the median price is up too. So I think having the inventory stay in check, and there are still buyers, there's still sales happening. Over 5,500 homes sold in the last month in our market. So there's still buyers out there. It's just not that strong demand. We really are, I would say balanced, but a little below balance. So it's slightly buyers. The good thing is you have some leverage, and at least some sellers are starting to understand that and offer, credit buy down, the 2-1 buy down. And between the second and third quarter of 2022, these are some interesting stats I pulled up, and I'm actually going to read them because I don't have memorized, but the percentage of homes purchased for investment, it fell almost 14%. And the percentage of homes purchased as second homes, that fell almost 30%. And this is again from Q2 to Q3 of 2022. And the percentage of homes purchased by iBuyers like Open Door, OfferPad, that kind of thing, for resale, that declined 33%. So with the whole iBuyer market, that is something that is a whole nother video. But just know things have slowed down. There's less buyer demand. It's pullback. Homes are still selling. So again, it depends on what is right for you in the future. And again, if you're a buyer or a seller, be informed of the market is huge. If you're looking to move here, definitely reach out to me. We can go over a plan, see if this fits for you, or maybe not. Again, it depends on your situation. I really hope you like this video, like this content. If you have anything you need, things you want to see, more content of different areas, let me know. I'm happy to shoot those for you. And next, watch these videos, and I'll see you on the next one.